Welcome back to the future. This is another Wi-Fi battle, post-commentated. We had a battle against Voltomic, he's a fellow streamer who I will link in the description in case anyone stumbles upon this that doesn't know who he is. Either way, it was supposed to be an OU match. He trolled me by bringing his pure Eevee team, and we'll see if the troll pans out. We start off with Landorus here, get the nice Intimidate off. And while we're getting this started, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And check out the stream sometime. Anyway, we intimidated, he got up out of there, he was afraid of the U-turn. He sends in Vaporeon, who's a little bit of a threat to Landorus, and we U-turned anyway because, well, that's the only thing that made sense. We get a big crit here. That's one crit already. I'm pretty sure I crit quite a few times in this match. We send in Laxus because obviously electric beats water, and Voltomic kind of sees right through our plan here. Leftovers, of course. I think everything on his team had leftovers, if I'm not mistaken. I don't quite remember, but I remember being annoyed by that. Either way, Laxus is going to Mega Evolve, but then we use an electric move, and he gets the, what ability does he have again? What ability does Jolteon have again? He absorbs it. Volt Absorb? Yeah, Volt Absorb. And does nothing. We go for Flamethrower next. I'm like, you know what, we're just going to stay in here. We get another big crit. That's two. That's two crits already. He goes for the Shadow Ball, which does a decent amount actually. Almost half of our health. But he's actually Life Orbed. There you go. I made a mistake already. He's Life Orbed. He goes back into Umbreon, or into Umbreon. They all look the same when he has a full Eevee team. Get another crit. That's 3 crits. we're already flying high. He also has leftovers, of course. And at this point, I'm like, man, we don't really want to stay in on this. Yeah, let's get out of here. So we go into One Punch Man. Sayama. Nice and shiny. Umbreon used Wish because, of course it did. Umbreon's a piece of Dumbreon, as people on the stream like to call it. Dumbreon. He heals a bit more because, of course, he's that guy. We go for Bullet Seed, though. Bullet Seed is pretty potent on Breloom here. I think we get 4 hits off, and that's enough. It's almost 3. It was almost enough. Jeez. Just choose through him. Send them home crying. Either way, he goes into Flareon at this point because makes sense. Makes sense to go into Flareon, even though he's by far the worst Eeveelution known to mankind. It's a disgrace to fire types. It's a disgrace to the Eeveelution line. It's probably the worst Pokemon. It's not the worst, but either way, he gets a nice big crit on Landorus, even with the Intimidate. I actually just realized that did a lot, actually, considering we intimidated him. But he took a lot of damage from the Rocky Helmet, as well as the recoil. We go for Earthquake on Vaporeon. That's an okay amount of damage. I think that was about 1/4 to 1/3 of his health, but he's going to heal back up. At this point, I'm like, alright, maybe I'll sacrifice Landorus just to get the rocks up. He's probably going to go for Ice Beam. Does not actually go for Ice Beam. He goes for Wish, which, very interesting. Kind of shocked that he went for Wish, to be honest. I thought he would go for the Scald. So at this point, I'm like, well, we can save Landorus. We may as well U-turn out of here. We get out of here. I go into drop a Draco. At this point, I don't think I've still seen the Scald or an offensive move, so it was actually kind of a scary choice to go into drop a Draco here, because if that had been Ice Beam, again, we'd be in a really bad position. At this point, I'm like, okay, you know what? If he didn't go for an Ice move on Landorus, I think we can set up. I still not quite sure what his 4th move is, but at this point I kinda didn't care. He goes for another Wish. I'm not really sure what he was doing at that point. I guess he was just getting ready for a long fight. I'd start going for the Calm Minds, mad Calm Minds. Set up, get ready to sweep. This is our sweep chance. I mean, he's probably not going to be able to hold up, and he's just going to keep scolding, which is not very effective. I think that one was a crit, and it does burn us, which actually kind of starts our troubles here. Yeah, we go for a Psyshock, which is actually going to do a respectable amount of damage. Almost gets it. I should have went for one more. But I didn't. So between the Life Orb damage, the Scald, and the burn, we actually took a huge portion of our health back. And he gets leftovers. We're getting pretty low with the burn. I don't remember if this Latios of mine has Roost, and I regret if I have Roost, I regret going for it. He goes for the Protect. I don't think I have Roost, or else I would have went for it on the second play here. We get the burn damage. I must have not had Roost. He gets a double Protect here. I'm losing my mind at this point because I hate double Protect when they have it. Love double Protect when I get it though. But we lose Drop of Draco, and he didn't actually take out anything. And that's disappointing, actually. Like, really disappointing, to be honest. So we go into Laxus here. I'm like, alright, we can just go for this. We're gonna crush him. I think I predicted the switch in. Let's see if I go for Flamethrower. Did I go for Flamethrower? Oh, he takes the rocks damage, which is pretty nice. And actually, apparently did not. I did not predict. Well, I should have predicted. For some reason, I go for HP Ice here. Does an okay amount of damage. What HP does he have? HP Ground? He must have HP Ground because. Oh wait, no, that was neutral damage. Yeah. We take out his Jolteon, which is great. Always great when you take out another Pokemon. Starts kind of turning the fight in our favor. He sends in Espeon, who again is going to take rocks. Those rocks actually, the amount of switching he does, those rocks were pretty crucial. You never want to let people do the free switch-ins, and especially if they're trying to use type advantage the whole time. This was an interesting choice on my part. I don't remember what my thinking here was on going for Keldeo, because Keldeo is weak against Espeon. And at that point I'm like, oh my god, I missed the Hydro Pump. I needed the Hydro Pump, so I just go into Jirachi. I'm like, this is gonna resist everything he's got. Espeon's gonna use Psychic. That's a double resist. This is gonna tickle Jirachi. I should get the special defense fall though, which I'm a little bit upset about, but he goes for the switch right away. He probably sends in Flareon, which makes sense. It's weak, obviously. I go for Healing Wish. I forgot what Healing Wish did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I totally forgot what Healing Wish did. I pressed it, and I was like, okay. And then I realized what it did, and I was like, alright, you know what? Laxus is really good, you know. Laxus has kind of intimidated the whole team. We're just going to give Laxus all his health back. So we get the Intimidate off again, and this makes Flareon a little bit worthless. Go for the T-Bolt. It actually surprisingly hangs on. I thought T-Bolt would do a lot more, considering I didn't think Laxus was a chump. But Laxus is apparently a bit of a chump. We take the Overheat. That's the end of Flareon, so that's 2 Eeveelutions down. We're alright. Then Sylveon comes out. Sylveon's probably the best Eeveelution right now, if you ask me. I think it's the only one I actually use quite frequently. I T-bolted and I'm like, wow, that does no damage. That's 0 damage registered. And I just gave up my Jirachi, so I don't have any steel either to deal with this. Because had Jirachi not died, I could easily just go into Jirachi and would have ate him up. So we go into One Punch Man. We go for the Bullet Seed, and I'm like, come on, more Bullet Seed. That's 2, that's 2, that's 3, that's 3. We're praying. We got 4. 4 is not going to be enough to take it. Oh, 4 does take it out, actually. For some reason, I thought we got all 5, but that's another 4-hitter that just takes out the Pokemon. Whew. That was also with the Reflect Up, I'm pretty sure, so that's so powerful. So powerful. Espeon actually outspeeds. I'm pretty sure I stayed in thinking Espeon would be slower, but should have realized that it was faster just because Espeon had already outsped Keldeo. Anyway, we go into Landorus because, well, Landorus might be the only thing that has something super effective against this. He's trying to set up again. I think I just go for the U-turn and try to crush it here. No, I go for the EQ. Why did I go for EQ? I think I didn't want to switch just in case. Either way, EQ takes down Espeon, and all he has left is Vaporeon. Takes some rocks damage. I'm pretty happy about that, actually. Goes for the Protect. So annoying. Leftovers is obviously going to start coming through here. Grom, Protect, Leftovers. I hate when they do it. Love when I do it. Feels so good when you do moves like that, but so frustrating to play against. Either way, he goes for the Wish here, and I'm like, oh man, we could be in trouble again. That's where I think, who do I switch into at this point? I think I switched into Keldeo here. So he goes for another Protect, it failed, but he gets the Wish off, which is also kind of big, but either way, we're kind of in a good position here, I think. You know, he's not going to be able to do too much damage to us. Keldeo is a special attacker, and even if that Skull does burn again, we're not going to make the same mistake of setting up. So he goes for the Wish. I think he protects here, or does he not protect? So he restores a little bit of health. We go for Secret Sword. He didn't protect. I'm actually a little shocked at that, and I think this was the end of the match. Don't know if he was trying to read there or what was going on, but we won the match. Whew. Luckily. Either way, if you enjoyed those matches, or that match, one match, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we will be back tomorrow with another battle. And if you're watching this on the day that it comes out, I think you're going to see a bit of a later stream. Who knows? It's up in the air today, but there will be a stream at some point, and tomorrow, I really don't know how many people watch this right away, but tomorrow we will be playing Hearthstone during the day, so be on the lookout for that as well. Either way, until next time, I will see you in the future.